Well, there's been lots of really fun science here at the American Academy of Neurology. I've been here for 2 days. It's given Mayo Clinic an opportunity to share a lot of the great work and groundbreaking research that we've done with the rest of the world. It's also allowed us to learn some of the great work that others are doing. For example, there's been a very good session on remyelination, a very important issue relating to secondary progressive or primary progressive MS, a disease that we really don't have any drugs that have a significant impact in the course of the illness. Researchers from around the world are looking at novel mechanisms, novel targets, factors that potentially might assist the oligodendrocyte in remyelinating or recovering. And this could have significant potential in the future for possible novel drugs in the setting of primary or secondary progressive MS. So that's very exciting. There's also some additional new work coming out in terms of the clinical characteristics and radiologic characteristics of some autoimmune neurological disorders. Some, for example, GABA-A receptor antibodies, some antibodies that are targeting ITP-or1, GRAF, lots of new information on those antibodies, and some of that work also has come from Mayo Clinic. We're also learning about novel diagnostics, for example, novel MRI outcomes, things that can allow us to potentially raise the suspicion that somebody has such a disease based on the MRI findings. And those clues can be very helpful to clinicians. And so this type of research is really helpful. It's very clinically relevant, and so it's been quite exciting. There's a lot of Mayo Clinic physicians here. Mayo Clinic's neurology department is the biggest department in the world. Many of our colleagues are here. This is a great opportunity for them to share their research. It also allows us to network with many other collaborators throughout the world. For example, on Monday I met with one of my collaborators, Philippe Cabret, who comes from Martinique. It's an island in the West Indies and in the Caribbean. And we've actually just published a paper, a collaborative work, looking at the prevalence and the incidence of aquaportin 4 autoimmunity, or NMO, in both the Caucasian population in Olmsted County in Minnesota and then also on the island of Martinique. And we've found some dramatic differences, so that Afro-Caribbeans actually have 3 times or 4 times more likely to get the disease than Caucasians in Olmsted County. We talked for about 2 hours, talked about our next steps in terms of that collaboration. So this type of interactive mechanism of meeting people from the whole variety of different places in the world, this is where people come for neurology. It also gives us an opportunity to meet all our trainees, the people that have passed through our hands, talk to them about where they've gone, potentially advise them and help them in their careers as they try to make improvements and help move this science forward. So this is a great opportunity, I think, for people, and people love this meeting. It also, of course, is another mechanism of socially having some fun and enjoying such a fantastic place like Vancouver.